What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh, back with another video. We got another new subreddit today. It's called Suicide by Words. Basically like Murdered by Words, except way more depressing. I hope you guys like it. I wish I didn't hate myself. Granted, now everybody else hates you instead. So the only thing that changes is that I don't hate myself. Neat. Well, I guess in a very self-deprecating way, he did get what he wished for. How many times have you been turned off by a woman's body once you've seen them naked? Meaning you were expecting something different based on how she looked clothed. Bold of you to assume that I've ever seen a woman naked. Bold of you to assume that I've ever seen a woman. Has your boyfriend or girlfriend gotten a terrible accident, and if so, what happened? She met me. But he didn't even get to tell us what happened after. Modern chastity devices. Still not as effective as my personality. I'll be honest, here I would have just stuck with the fedora joke. If you start masturbating at 11:48 on New Year's Eve, everyone else at the party is going to be like, yo, what the hell? Sounds like somebody's going to the wrong parties. Sounds like someone's going to parties. Good evening. Is this item still available? Hi, yes it is. Whereabouts is pickup? Sprayden. What's your lowest? Probably when my wife left me for another man. You? Price. You know, the guy asking if it's available seems relatively unfazed by that response, and that's kind of concerning. You seem interesting. Well, I'll have you know, you are wrong. I mean, if you start them low, there's no way they can be disappointed. Does anyone have the original link to the photo on the right? Asking for a friend. I keep asking for a friend, yet I still don't have one. It's a big oof from me, my guy. RedTube Emma tweets, what's better than sex? Christmas, because at least that happens every year. You know, this is sad, but it also pretty much fits the demographic of people that I would expect to be following a porn star's Twitter account. What about the opposite sex confuses you the most? How to tell if they like me back. I've developed a simple algorithm for determining if a girl likes me. No. Honestly, at first I thought this was going to be like an I am very smart post, but nope. Looks like sad boy hours came a little early today. My wife is so much better looking than me that a cashier just put a plastic divider down in the middle of our groceries. Like LeVar always says, stay in your lane, man. Happy New Year's. If you sleep with me tonight, then it'll only be uphill for the rest of the year. See, this guy gets it. I've been trying to say this the whole video. I asked my wife if I was the only one she'd ever been with, and she said yes, the rest were all at least 7s. Suicide by words. Honestly though, it's suicide by words for him to be sharing this interaction with everyone else, but the action itself is definitely murdered by words. His wife straight roasted him. People who had relationships in middle school. How did it end out? They fired me. I'm not entirely sure this belongs on the subreddit. The subreddit's called r/suicide by words, not r/should have pleaded the fifth. I'm assuming that super like was by mistake. Maybe. Well, I think I'll be able to make up your mind real quick. How is that? I'd like to think by acting like a cool mofo, but it's most likely going to be me unintentionally acting like a retard. My younger brother is actually retarded, like he has a learning disability. What did I tell you? Honestly, she didn't need to have a disabled brother for him to realize that being entirely intolerant was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Can I delete someone else's video? You can't delete someone else's videos, though if you find content that you don't think belongs in the platform, there are options for you to report it. RIP YouTube, the feeling when you become your own worst enemy because you literally make the most disliked video in YouTube history. Pay your bills on time, don't rack up credit card debt, learn how to prepare food for yourself, and wear a damn condom. Bold of you to assume that I will have sex. Bold of him to assume that I make enough money to pay my bills. Bold of him to assume that I'll make enough money to have sex. I guess I'd add to that, bold of him to assume that I have a home resulting in bills for me to pay, but I think I'll just leave it at the triple suicide. That's bad enough. I don't think I've even heard my ringtone in the last decade. Vibrate squad, where you at? It's not on silent, I just don't have any friends. Suicide by words. Though, on the bright side, that does imply that at one point in your life, you did have friends. It's 48 hours before Christmas and you realize you haven't bought anything yet. What is your go-to last-minute gift? A sincere apology and 3 months of no contact. How about just 3 months of no contact? So, a normal relationship. I think one of the best things about this subreddit is that as soon as one person says something that's self-deprecating, it becomes exponentially more likely that more people will do the same. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Worth a shot. I missed 100% of the shots that I did take. Well, you may be a failure in life, but the original poster isn't wrong. Uber facts, the average penguin only has one orgasm a year. I think I identify as a penguin. Honestly, I don't think that's really that self-deprecating, it just means that you suck at masturbating. I'm free in 3 minutes, let's go see the new Wreck-It Ralph movie. Haha, welp. Netflix and chill? No. Hulu and hang? No. Sling and soiree? How many of these you got? One for each inch of my manhood. And that was all of them. Well, judging by her cold reactions before you brought up your penis size, it seems like it doesn't really matter. Other girls, what's your net worth? Me. What was your SAT score and GPA in college? I hope they're ready for disappointment on both fronts. Man, that went from nice girls to suicide by words faster than I could say 2.2 and 800. A woman has never stepped foot on the moon. Neither in my room. What's the big deal? People actually want to go to the moon. Suicide by words. Well, to be fair, it is like a suicide and a murder, except both actions concerned the same victim. What is the best way to overcome depression? Love it, so it leaves you as well. Who hurt you? Who hurt both of you? I'm not looking for a one-night thing either. Maybe 3 minutes. Max. I don't know, 3 minutes is a little long. I can cut it down to 2 if you're strapped for time. I can fit 3 minutes. The real question is, can you fit 6 inches? I'll try my hardest. That's good, because you only need to fit 3. Oh man, you don't need to commit suicide more than once in the same conversation. Come on. There's 3 words that ruin everything. It's rewind time. Oh, Will Smith. Will Smith, why'd you have to do yourself like that, man? Why did you have to do yourself like that? Everyone knows that the 3 words that ruin everything are starring Jaden Smith. Someone you may never meet thinks that you're a perfect 10. Out of 100 maybe. 10 out of 100 being perfect? I don't think so. Everyone knows that it's a perfect 5 out of 7. Hey, you like antiques? Haha, yes I do. Cause I got some junk that hasn't been touched in years. With that joke I'm sure you do. I mean honestly in this scenario getting turned down isn't that bad. At least he can use the joke again. Life pro tip, before starting a repair job that requires disassembling something, take a picture of everything first so you know exactly how it's supposed to go back together once it's been taken apart. It may seem obvious at first, but once all the parts are everywhere, it can get confusing. Took pictures at the wedding. Can confirm this does not work. I think the real problem is that the kids that Karen took weren't around back then to be in the pictures. If we have sex, you're not going to want my number. You're going to want my autograph. Every time I have sex, she needs my credit card number. Man, and here I was thinking that they only took cash. Thank you to everyone who watched this video. Be sure to subscribe for more daily Reddit content. Drop a like if you liked the video, and I will see you all tomorrow.